Okay, we're live. Everything seems to be working. I have a confession. I was idly watching Twitter over Christmas, watching it explode, and PSN profiles regularly tweets like the odd trophy listing. I don't know what they're like, how they choose what they tweet, because you'd think it would just be the list of latest titles released, but it's definitely not. They're somehow selecting their criteria based on something. It doesn't appear to be like trophy hunting or anything, because quite a lot of them are like games that people really want to play, and other ones are just like nonsense. So there's an algorithm there, or it's just a person hitting buttons. Anyway, so I accidentally saw the icon for this and thought, you know, it's Christmas. I actually want a Snowman game. I clicked on the link on the PlayStation Store. It was like £1 something, and I was just like, maybe it's just like an indie game in Unity, and it's someone just, you know, making their first game, and it might be interesting. And then after I bought it, a couple of days later, because, you know, I've got a bad cold with the nieces here and everything, and I just barely had any chance to look at the PlayStation. I had a look online, and it's just one of these games that, you know, I assume it's a click. Oh, well, there you go. It's made by Unity. It's a clicker, or one of these ones that has minimal interactions just to get a platinum. And I feel absolutely awful. And yet, the whole purpose of doing these videos for like YouTube and my archive is to document as many PlayStation games that existed as possible. So here's the Snowman story. Quite pleasant music. Let's start. Oh, the carrot got uneaten. That's interesting. Biggest Snowman producers in the world. Do we export them? Can we customize them? Press cross button, huh? Cross button. Snowfield and the Snowman. Okay, to open the shop menu, press the touchpad button. Okay, so the coin looks like a Wi-Fi. Is that a snowman in a tube with a Wi-Fi? I can't work it out. But anyway, let's... What? So on this screen, I hit circle, and it went back. Okay, so we hit X, and X 5 times, X. Okay, so each time I do this, I'm hitting X. 12 balls. 16. 20. How many balls do I need to make a snowman? Does a snowman not just need a few, like 3 balls? This seems bad. Okay, let's keep making balls. Okay. 56. Okay. So each time the ball gains in size, I'm hitting X, or cross as they keep calling it. So this is me tapping cross. I'm still tapping it. Like, how many snowballs are needed to make a snowman? To me, it's like the main ball, the next ball, and then the head. 3 big balls. Right, so does 100 balls make a snowman? It does not. Wow, okay. Okay, so we make the balls here, and then we change scene to make the snowman here. Okay, so once you've collected all the balls, and it's a lot of balls, you then make 20 snowmen per one ball. Okay, so we've got 3 trophies so far from making 30 snowmen. Yeah, this is some of the problem with PlayStation. Well, it's a lot of gaming sites at the moment that sell games that are incredibly basic like this. So basically, everyone, you can see how people got bored between 330 and 344 by 0.1%. I assume that's just one person. Because, oh, okay, that's 2.2% drifted off. Gosh, so 700 snowmen. So I've actually made enough snowballs to make all the snowmen I need to get the platinum. Because it's 1 ball per 10. And I only need to make 700. So that's 70. So I've doubled the amount of snowballs I need to make these snowmen. And a lot of people use auto clickers to get these built. So you don't even actually need to be at your console to get a platinum trophy. Which I kind of think's a bit... No, actually, it's not a bit. It's a lot disgusting. But then you think, okay, I've spent money, then I should deserve a platinum. But then, with a game like Hitman, you've bought a retail game and you don't get a platinum. It just feels wonky to me. And it's not as if the snowman is getting, different decorations. There are other, excuse me. There are other very simple clicking games on platforms like PlayStation. You've got, is it I Am Mayo? Which at least allows you to dress up the jar of mayonnaise to make it look different. I kind of feel bad that I had 2 viewers for a few minutes, but I think someone twigged that it's just me going to be clicking. I am going to get the platinum and say this is how much time I wasted tapping a button, because I have a nice glass of wine here, and I'm just going to highlight how awful this is. The music's a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little. There we go. So it's 11 taps to make 10 snowmen. Just trying to think, it was like 5 taps to get some balls earlier, 10 balls or something. So, I mean, it's under 1,000 taps of the cross button. Of course, you have to press R1 to get from the Snowball factory to the Snowmen factory. They don't even have any original, like, a custom bit of art for the 420 Snowman. So you can tell how just low bar this game is. They're just like, all of the trophies are going to be the same image. The game is literally tap a button. The problem is, not only does Sony and PlayStation get a bad rep for just utter crap and cheap crap on the store, but it massively messes up the way you can comparatively compare actual trophy listings. Because if you've got a decently built trophy profile, and yet you've got, 50 platinums in these sort of bullshit games, I'm not saying that you're not a gamer if you've done this, but why would you pad out your trophy list with this sort of nonsense? I mean, that seems like I'm trying to exclude people, but if I've spent 40 hours playing through Bioshock to get the platinum, I feel an accomplishment. And yet now, numerically speaking, it's worth the same as, 15 minutes of tapping X. Which does kind of highlight just how nonsense achievements and trophies are. But then the platforms always tried to have a respectability in it by saying that these are the criteria you have to pass. Because it used to be that retail discs had to have platinums to basically be a, so people get bang for their buck. And the problem there is it sort of undermined digital titles, because it felt that you could play a really well-made, involved game that didn't have a platinum. You're like kind of disappointed that you couldn't say, I've done everything in this game. But then sometimes there are some games that just have like absurdly difficult things to make it so that so few people apart from dedicated fans get them. And again, that's also hostile. So I don't know. The idea of trophies and achievements is, it's a nice carrot to encourage a player to play more of the developer's whole corpus, We've made a game, we want you to experience as much as you can of it. As soon as it starts making you play in ways that you wouldn't otherwise, or forcing you to waste your time to do something, like click X a lot, it is bullshit. So we're only, 80 snowmen away from getting done. I wonder how the system copes with the videos recorded as I'm stabbing the X button, because the trophies are firing massively quickly. So we're going to go to the capture gallery and have a look at those videos in a minute. Right, so we've nearly got the platinum. I hope all of you should be happy. We're actually going to get it done under 15 minutes. So I'm going to try and aim. I guess we've been streaming for 15 minutes, but we haven't been playing the game as long, so... There we go. We have the platinum in this nonsense game. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go to the media gallery. I'm going to do albums. You can see what I've been playing. Most of these I've streamed, some of them I haven't. That's my mistake more than yours. Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Right, do you see that? 78 meg. 78 meg that it's filled the hard disk up with. Oh, sorry, I'm still getting used to PS5. Media type, we just want to do video clips. Oh, right, I changed the setting to only do, like, above. Yeah, I told it to stop doing bronze videos because it was filling my disk up. Well, disk. Oh, well, I guess we can't we can't look at that hypothesis, but look. And it's just not great, is it? Anyhow, let's go to my profile. So I'm not that bitter at this, but if you have a look at that platinum, you just saw we got it in 15 minutes. We did nothing for it. Let's have a look. Bug Snacks, that's an auto pop from the PS5 version. So that was me playing back through like an hour of the game just to get that. And that was because I wanted to see if so few developers do it, but you can actually export your PS5 save to PS4. And I wanted to do that to show Bug Snacks to my twin on the other PS4 I've got. So I ported the save over, and I was just like, oh, well, I've got a bunch of these trophies. Why don't I just get the platinum? I've actually been enjoying Fallen Order, and I'll be playing that more, probably on stream, maybe next week. I don't know. Babylon's Fall. Okay. I platinumed this. I did the last hour on stream. That game, even though it is really weird, I kind of appreciate it now. Last platinum. Turnip County, that was okay. Gardens Between, love that game. Delivered to the Moon, love that as well. Outer Wilds, my god, such a good game. Like, I love having that platinum because some of those trophies were like, land on a solar station that's just above, like, manually fly to the sun stage. That took me about 45 minutes of repeated attempts. That was such good fun to actually achieve that, and I was so happy I did. Air was a bit of shrug. Hitman Go is just a game I've played before on Linux, so I actually knew how to do that. Tome was good fun. That was a collectathon game, so that's a bit. Tunic, my god. I needed an online guide to get the last puzzle on the mountain, just because I physically could not write down all of the manual page puzzles that gave me the answer without tearing my hair out. But that game was lovely. But to say that I've got the Tunic Platinum, I'm quite happy. Same with Ratchet & Clank, like. And then we've got the Snowman story. So it's disappointing. It's utter nonsense. That developer should feel bad. Also, it keeps referring it to itself as the Snow story, and yet everything says the Snowman story. It's like they've kind of got a bit confused there. Anyway, so I'm not going to be doing anything over the weekend. I will start again on Monday, and maybe we'll play some Jedi Fallen Order. I shall see you around. Have fun.